Kaspa family, welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel. You guys know what time it is. We're going to be talking about everything Kaspa here. I'm bringing you guys day in, day out analysis updates. You guys are absolutely amazing. You guys seem to be loving that and continue supporting. And you guys know your boy Crypto ZX has you covered on these daily updates. So today is what we wanted to see happen. Bitcoin has gone up today. We have seen some positive news coming out, which of course is having a good impact on the broader market. Bitcoin is actually breaking out as of recording this update. So, a really nice start off to the week. Double-digit gainers right now across the board. Caspa is up 16.4%. This is exactly what we needed. Now you guys are understanding the importance of Bitcoin. I'm sure if you did not in the past, I'm sure now you know how important Bitcoin really is. And that's the king of the market. We cannot neglect, what Bitcoin does. And right now you're looking across the board, a lot of coins are feeling the love. Pretty much double-digit gainers across the market. Caspa up a staggering 16.4% on the daily time frame. Yes, that's correct. 16.4%, which is amazing to see. And price is back up to that 7.5 cents if we were to round it up. It's up 12.2% in Bitcoin comparative. The valuation approaching $2 billion in the 24-hour trading volume, also approaching $100 million. But before we get into any further, as always, just a quick disclaimer, anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in cryptocurrency. So we're going to start off by taking a look at the Bitcoin dominance. Of course, that is a very important thing that, we keep an eye out on. And that's something that, we don't really want to be neglecting. So you can see this for yourself. Dominance did end up going to that 66% level, that we have discussed on my channel. Since then, dominance has pulled down over the course of the last, I would say, 24 hours. So let's actually take a look at it on an hourly perspective so you can really understand what I'm referring to. So you can see this for yourself. Pretty much literally since just the last night or even early morning, we have seen the dominance go down from 65.7% down to 65.4%. But just yesterday, as I've discussed with you guys, 66.11% was the dominance, and we have seen about a percent drop, almost a percent drop, which again is nice to see, and exactly what you want to see for altcoins specifically. But of course, in the grand scheme of things, 65.42%, we're being supported by our previous yearly high for the dominance, which is again crazy to wrap our heads around. So of course, if we are able to start heading towards the likes of the 63.74%, imagine what kind of impact that can have on the altcoins. If you're looking at BTC, look at this major green candle. We came up to that $106,274 once again. Not exactly at the neckline that I spoke to you guys about at the 106,838, but we still have about 3 hours left until the daily candle closes. And if it's able to make its way back above that key range, this is going to be really exciting for the crypto markets, because especially if we're able to close back above that range, I do expect a little bit of a rejection as to what we have seen in the past. But if we're able to, turn that into support, we could start pushing up to all-time highs again for Bitcoin. And that's how important that range really is. But let's take a look at, what's happening with Caspa. So I was talking to you guys about how, the chance of us, pretty much doing a triple bottom was definitely there. And yes, it was definitely there, because look, we came down to the likes of 6 cents. We were literally only at 8.17% move for us to retest that. But, we did hear some exciting stuff, kind of a resolution, a little bit of a relief, which again is something that we need. And since then, the broader market went up, including Caspa. So let's say you picked up some Caspa around the 6 cents price point. Again, the 6 cents price point is still a support for Cas. And in a way, you could say we have seen a triple bottom at the 6 cents price point as well. So if you, got in around the 6 cents price point, you are up right now a staggering 25%. And we're talking about in just the last 24 hours, a 25% increase for Cas, which is amazing. Anyone that caught that, let me know in the comments down below, because that itself is quite an impressive move. Obviously right now, the major level, you guys know the significance of this major level at the 8.2 cents. We want to retest that again. We obviously retested that on the 16th of June, got rejected at that range, but we want to retest that and turn into support and start heading to this blue zone, which is where I would love to see the price of Caspa at. But so far so good. Really liking the way way Caspa reacted with the broader market, amazing sign. And of course, if we're able to turn this key resistance into support, we could start pushing up to levels, where we pretty much were, prior to, this major correction. So we'll see what happens. As of now, so far so good. If you want to put the next move into perspective, that itself is a move of about only 10%. If BTC does break out above 106,800 and dominance continues to go down, I am projecting we reclaim back above that, quite fast. So is this really going to be a reversal? We'll see. Keep a very close eye on BTC. Let me know down below what you guys think. Thank you for all your support. We'll see you later in Crypto ZX, and peace out.